Ryan Young, how are you, man?
I'm very well. Thank you for having me in.
A Los Angeles-based print and commercial model. Yes, ladies, we have a ripped model in the studio right now. And you're up here doing a run because you love to run, which is new, right? We'll be talking about that in a minute.
It's fairly new.
And you're going to be talking to youngins today.
Mr. Ryan Young.
I am so excited to be here today. It's always been one of my dreams to come up to Alaska in the wintertime. I'd seen all these pictures of how beautiful nature is in the wilderness in Alaska. For me, being in California, it seems so far away, and I'm so excited to be here today to see each and every one of you guys.
So tell us how you got into the running competitions.
About 4 years ago, I joined a new gym. Up until that point, I was a big biker, a cyclist, and I was walking into a spin class, and I had this moment where I just stopped, and I said, you know what, I'm a little bored doing the same thing. So I looked over, I saw this treadmill, and all right, I'll give it 10 minutes.
It was daunting, wasn't it?
It was
terrifying.
That piece of machinery no, not for me. But I jumped on, I did about 10 minutes, and got off. I didn't love it. I really did not love it, but I loved the pouring sweat. And I said, you know what, I'm going to try this every day for a week. Well, that week went by, and I don't remember making that next decision. But time went on, and I was still, on the treadmill, and then I was out in the street running. And about 5 months later, I did the LA Marathon.
I wanted to find more in life. I wanted to push my boundaries. I wanted to set goals, quite honestly, that I was a little scared of, that made me nervous. Things that seemed really big.
That's where it all started.
That is incredible. You are part of the charity, the 100 Mile Club. Now, this is like an international charity. Can you tell us a little bit about the 100 Mile Club?
It is, yeah. The 100 Mile Club goes into schools mostly throughout North America. There's a couple in England, and we get kids to pledge to run 100 miles per school
So
year.
you guys have all taken on that challenge, is that right? That's so cool. It's really extraordinary. So you guys are doing something that most kids will never do. You guys are doing something that most adults will never do.
They can complete, 1 mile every day, however they choose to do it. They show up, after school, clock in some miles, get, a little check mark that they've done it. We really try to encourage that activity physical activity amongst kids.
I am so proud of what you guys are doing. You guys are here working hard in school and taking care of your friends.
Going around and meeting with these kids and getting in some miles with them is really, quite honestly, for me, it's so fun. It's so fun to see them out on the track, out on the trail, wherever they choose to run, just enjoying themselves.
Ryan, you've done some city marathons, you've done some other backwoods marathons, and now you're up for an Alaska challenge, the Susitna 100 this weekend. The Susitna 100, for those who aren't sure about the wilderness race, it's held on packed snow and dog sled trails here in Alaska. It starts in Big Lake. The cross-country, you either do it on cross-country skis, fat tire bicycles, or on foot. Let me guess, you're going to be on foot?
I will be on foot.
And you're going to be pulling a sled?
I will be pulling a sled, of about 20-25 pounds of equipment.
I'm a little nervous about my 100-mile run this weekend. But while I'm out there, I'll be thinking of my running friends back in California. I'll be thinking of, everybody, all of my friends, my family, my parents, everybody who loves me along the way, who's encouraged me on. And I'll be thinking of you guys, because you guys are doing the same thing I'm doing. We're all doing 100 miles together.
It's about finding what scares you and conquering it.
Yeah.
Love that line.
This particular race over this weekend, I'm not quite sure what to expect. But that's also kind of part of the fun of it. That's, for me, the adventure of it. That's the seeking out, like, what does life have in store for us? It's all those moments that we can't plan that end up being really, quite frankly, the most memorable. So, I think leaning into fear, leaning into that scaredness, I'm testing my bounds, my limits through the physical act of running. But I really believe it can be for any element, any part of our lives.
Does anybody know what they want to be when they grow up? Yeah? How about you? A scientist? That's fantastic.
I want to be a runner.
A runner?
Yeah.
What's your name? Sarah? Sarah wants to be a runner. Who else? Who else? Who wants to be
I would like to be a doctor.
a doctor? One more. A dentist. Well, here's the thing. I'm here to tell you that no matter what you want to be when you grow up, you guys can do it. You absolutely can do it. You start small, you show up to school, you study, you make great friends, and you set the little goals that eventually turn into the big goals where you can be a doctor, you can be a dentist, you can be whatever it is that you imagine in life.
The bigger goal is to help them understand the value of setting a goal, committing to it, and seeing it through.
And doing something every day that gets us to 100 miles. That's so cool. If you can do that, you can do anything that you set your sights on. You can do anything in school and beyond. All right? So guys, dream big, start small, and keep going.
Well, Ryan, we sure appreciate you taking the time. I know you got a busy schedule, and you got the big race that's coming up this weekend, the Susitna 100. It begins on Saturday at 9 a.m. You got to cross that finish line by Monday the 15th at 9 a.m. Susitna100.com for more information on that. Good luck this weekend. We're going to be following you.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me in. It's been a great, thank you.
Absolutely.
Great chatting with you.
Ryan, thank you so much for stopping by today.